Hello everybody, welcome to another j.smits react video. Today I'm actually going to have improved audio because I'm going to pause more frequently with this short video. I'm going to X this, and we're going to watch Nintendo DS is for child molesters. How is a Nintendo DS for child molesters? Let's see.
Kids can't put it down.
It has lots of graphics.
Woo, nice graphics.
Who can blame them?
It's extremely fun.
The thing's a
Wait,
black.
hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Best Buy employee of the year.
Really fun.
The thing's a blast. The dog doesn't seem to care, but what makes Nintendo DS different from other handheld game devices?
It's got dual screen.
Did you really need the random Best Buy employee to do that? Why couldn't you just get like a Nintendo employee to actually do that? Why this specific Best Buy employee? Okay.
So hence the name Nintendo DS dual screen.
That's right, 2 screens. You can play Game Boy and Nintendo DS games on it. And
with the new 3DS, you can play DS, 3DS, Game Boy, NES, and SNES. And with the Wii U, you can do, I believe, 3DS, DS, maybe not 3DS and DS, but you can do all the way up to the GBA, which is pretty good.
even more, friends like Marissa and Melanie can play against each other, even if they're in different cars.
What? Is that the scenario that you're always in? Is that their marketing pitch? You can even play together in different cars. Because when I'm with my Nintendo DS, I'm always with my iPad. I'm always next to my friend, Starfire on that thing. I'm like, I really want to play online with him, but I can't because we're in different cars. Is that really the common situation? I don't know.
Several cars lengths apart, and sure enough, they were playing the game together.
That's because the Nintendo DS units seek out other DS units to play with. No wonder
It's called servers.
gaming gurus predict
Nintendo DS is going to redefine portable handheld gaming the way iPod is redefining music.
well,
What?
stop the music. Because it's also redefining how vulnerable your kids are to child molesters. You see,
My phone! Fox News! You dummies! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Child molesters? How? Okay, let me see this. I want to see this now.
along with the game capability, Nintendo DS comes with a feature called PictoChat.
It's just an app, bro. You're telling me that iMessaging is for child molesters? If you have mobile internet on your iPad from Bell, it makes you more vulnerable to child molesters. Oh my god.
Can chat with your friends.
Kids know what it is.
You can talk to other
And strangers, see, she makes...
people from
See? That's better.
long distance. I've picked a channel with my neighbor.
Problem is, parents don't.
You know, I don't see that piece advertised on commercials.
Well, let me explain. You open the DS unit.
Oh my god. This guy is Trump's vice president. Oh my god. Ooh. Yo! Who's this? Mr. America Vice, Nintendo of America Vice President.
You turn it on, you push PictoChat, and your DS unit is an
Duh, I picked PictoChat.
open book. Anyone can write your child messages, send them sketches. Anyone who has a DS unit.
Are you trying to get me to buy a DS? It's working.
It's that simple.
The fact that someone
It's easy.
could possibly communicate with him without me knowing hadn't crossed my mind.
Here's an example of what can happen. With Melanie and Marissa upstairs in the bedroom, I was downstairs sending them messages. What's your dog's name? What's your name? Where do you go to school? Where do you live? Marissa's mom was watching as Melanie and Marissa answered my questions, and she didn't like what she saw.
Especially when I saw Melanie writing the address.
Do you really think the Fox News reporter that has came into your house has no idea where you live? And do you think that the children are so stupid that they don't think that he knows where they live? Oh my lord.
+2, 4, 5.
Granted, the girls knew it was me sending the messages, but they'd only met me
What the hell? This is dumb.
minutes before. Nintendo claims the 2 DS units...
Okay, hold on. What's your dog's name is not personal. What your school is a little personal, but I tell that to everybody. What's your name, only a last name is actually personal. You're giving a guy who's probably knowing the last name because he's like, hello, missus, you know? But let's get that over with. You guys can comment on that.
Have to be within 65 feet of each other for them to communicate. But when we set up 2 units in a local shopping mall, that's not what we found.
From 90 feet. Let's try 120 feet, nearly double what Nintendo says the range is. All right, we've pushed it back now to 200 feet. Let's see if we can send a
False marketing from Nintendo.
message from here. 200.
More false marketing.
150 feet.
Even more false marketing.
All right, we now have more than 300 feet, more than a whole football field between these 2 Nintendo DS units, and yet still, I can send a message.
Even when I
Wow. Amazing.
went outside the door,
Thank you for convincing me to buy a Nintendo DS.
my Nintendo DS was still able to write to the other one. Suddenly, Michael's mom realizes the possibilities get pretty creepy.
If we're in an airport or at a train station
An airport. An airport is busy. And if it's not busy, then you can tell if there's people around there. Because an airport is so busy, do you think a child molester would have time to tie it to this Nintendo DS? And do you think the kid has time to respond? They don't have time for that. In a train station? I'm not an expert, but I usually just stand around and do nothing on a train station. I mean, really? Whatever. It just doesn't make sense. Like, if we're in an airport or a train station, he could... What the hell?
just with the close proximity of them being able to, possibly be communicating with him.
And remember Marissa chatting with her friend in the other car? That means a molester driving along could see your child in the back seat and start sending messages while you're...
Yes. A child molester is going in his driver's seat to run, to have time to pick his Nintendo DS up, chat his child, and then receive a message back. All while driving his vehicle and not getting caught by the cops. Not only that, but he would have to hit a red light in order for this not to happen. And he'd actually have to have a friend in order to... And you have to see
in the front seat, totally oblivious to what's happening. Nintendo is well aware of the risk. Both the owner's manual and the company's website warn parents about PictoChat and recommend talking to your kids about what to do if they get a message from someone they don't know. Brenda and Chantel are both great moms, but like most parents, they didn't think to read the owner's manual for their child's game.
I hadn't thought about that. I just thought it was kind of...
Who reads the manual? Who needs a map?
like an advanced Game Boy.
Sit down, read the manual, the instructions.
The advanced Game Boy is the Game Boy Advance.
Dine with Glendale Police says the problem is parents don't realize Nintendo DS is more than just a game device.
It's a communication tool. It's not just a visual tool.
Now, Michael, Marissa, and Melanie know exactly what to do if a stranger tries to PictoChat them.
I'd sign off.
I'd say bark. I'll turn it off.
Just don't chat back, idiot. There's actually more to this. But I'm gonna have to watch it later, so bye. You guys can watch the full video on Chatronic. Bye.